Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, behind me are all mess because I am here today at our Bahay Kubo, which we are building for me and for my daughter. What you can see from here is the roof, which is the national leaves of the Philippines, and we call it anahaw. So for anyone who wants to have the Bahay Kubo in the future, if ever you moved here in the Philippines, then you can just hire someone that knows how to build Bahay Kubo. We will talk about the cost, how much do I need to pay, and how much would be the cost for the entire Bahay Kubo with one room, with living room, with kitchen, with small seating area. And to all my newbie subscribers, please guys, if you think you like this video, please consider subscribing on my channel, and you can also click the notification bell down below so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Back to our vlog. Why there are so many Filipinas right now looking for a foreigner boyfriend or future husband on the dating site? And this is a common question that I get from my subscribers whenever I am scrolling or reading the comments on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. So some of you are wondering why the Filipina are ditching the local men. There's so many Filipinas right now that on the dating site hoping to find their soulmate there. But in this topic, this is not intended to hurt someone's feelings, especially if I have a Filipino men viewers, okay? The things that I'm going to discuss in this vlog are only the things that I think why some of the Filipinas, including myself, are not interested in dating a Filipino man anymore. Now, let's talk about the number one reason, which is there are so many Filipino men that are proud womanizer right now. Some of our Filipino men think that they can do anything they want because after all, they don't think of any obligation to their family if they leave them behind. Some of our Filipino men would jump from one relationship to another relationship without thinking of any consequences of their action. Some of them think that it is okay for men to cheat and count women on their fingers because they have saying that a man is born to be an animal. If the guy cheated on their wife, it's like, you know, the society accepted. Who would say like, okay, it's natural because they are men. But if you are a woman and you cheat your husband, it will be a big drama. It will be a big issue to everyone. Are like impregnate one Filipina and then look again for another Filipina because they think that the kids will be okay if they are on the mother's side. And even though we have law that implement for the father to support the kids, the main problem and the main question is, what if the Filipino man doesn't have job? Even if you try to sue these Filipino men, you cannot do anything because what if he doesn't have anything to give? So in result, some Filipino men are used to it, like they just want to have kids with this lady. Find someone that is younger, pretty, single, Filipina, where they don't have any responsibility. Some of our Filipino men that are proud womanizer guys is that they don't care anymore to their kids. After all, they know that the Filipino wife will do everything she can just to provide for the family, for the kids. I mean, if she left them. This is also one of the reasons why there are so many single mom Filipinas, because reason is, even if we Filipinas really wants to work on our relationship with this guy, but the main problem is, what if the Filipino guy doesn't want to be with us anymore? They know that they can find someone easily here. They know that there's so many younger Filipinas, pretty Filipinas that will chase them. So it's a common scenario here that or some Filipino men would cheat so many times, and then when the wife caught them, they would promise that they won't do it anymore. But then it's, you know, it's like a routine for them. They will do it again and again because they know that whatever they do, once the Filipina really loves them, the Filipino wife would accept them over and over again, even if it means they were cheating for so many times. It's because Our Filipino men knows that the Filipina, once we love you, once we love the guy, we will do everything we can and we will do a lot of sacrifices just to have a complete family. Okay? Just for the sake of kids, so many Filipinas are in unhappy relationship because they think that they really, really love this person and they don't want to lose this guy. Okay? So some Filipinas, they get tired already. They moved on already. They already accepted that the Filipino man doesn't want them anymore. I mentioned on my previous blog that it's really hard for us if you're a single mom here, if your age is older than 30s, it will be really hard for us to find someone that will not just accept us but also our kids. So we Filipinas decided just to go on a dating site, look for a foreigner boyfriend or future husband because we think that maybe our luck is to be with another nationality and not with Filipino men. This is the first reason why Filipinas, including myself, wants to find someone that is non-Filipino. Okay, let's move on now to number 2 reason, which is some Filipinas already realize how lazy and irresponsible some Filipino men. And this is a common issue for Filipino and Filipina relationship right now. It's because imagine if you are married to someone that doesn't want to have job, doesn't want to work, he only wants to drink like all day until night. They don't think of any future goals or any dreams for our kids and for the entire family. Okay, they just go with the flow, guys. The Filipina are the one doing everything she can just to provide for the family. And one thing about some of these lazy and irresponsible Filipino men is that when you try to talk to them, they would say that, okay, so you're asking for more. You are not contented on what we have. Okay, which is, as a wife, if I am in that situation, I just want us to have a good life, right? I mean, not to become rich or to have a lot of money, but at least we can eat whatever we want. We have something in our pocket if we need something, like for emergencies, if we need money for groceries or any necessities that we have in our life. So some of them would call you like you are ungrateful, you are not contented on what they are giving. When in fact, you are just want to explain to them that it is important for them not to be lazy because we have a lot of kids. The kids are studying and we are eating every day. So some of these Filipino men are just happy-go-lucky. They don't think of any goals, even of the future of our kids or anything that is about the future. They don't, some of them doesn't even care or doesn't even ask if you have something to eat for tomorrow. They just want to live like, you know, at present, and they don't think of anything for tomorrow. Another thing that some Filipino men do is that, you know, they are irresponsible, guys. They just want to have so many kids, want to act like a bachelor, drinking, smoking with their friends. Some of them has a lot of vices. So imagine if you are in a relationship that your husband doesn't want to work, doesn't have any income, and plus he has a lot of vices like smoking, doing drugs, gambling. So again, these Filipinas already realized that enough is enough. Some of us, we decided that it is better to be alone and raise the kids alone rather than to be in a toxic relationship like this. So some Filipina hopes that they would meet someone from the dating site that is different from the guy that they have in a relationship with before. Moving on to number 3 reason, it's because some Filipinas wants to have good life. Filipina grown up from a poor family, so she knows about the poverty and she thinks that if or once they married a Filipino man, the situation they have right now will continue forever. Okay, so some of these Filipina, let's say for example, one of my friend, So many Filipino men once wanted to date her. They all wanted her, okay? Because she's pretty, she's kind. If you ask my friend why he's not saying yes to anyone, any of this Filipino guy, the reason for that, it's because she called the Filipino men as not having any disposition in life. Okay? She doesn't want to experience the poverty anymore that she might experience once they marry one of these guys. Okay? Even though some of these guys has work, or some of them are working, has a good job at that time, she really doesn't want to date Filipino men since from the start. And it's because she would always say like, she doesn't want to date our men. It's because some of them are just, perfect at first. They just a sweet talker at first. They would promise you a lot, but once the relationship started, it will be different. So yes, some of the Filipinas wants to lift their family out of poverty. That is why they don't want to date a Filipino man, and they try to look for someone on a dating site, thinking that this someone that they are going to meet from that site will lift them out of poverty. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you are rich or not, but this kind of Filipina thinks that once they marry to a foreigner, they will not experience any of the poverty that they are experiencing since childhood. Moving on to another reason, there are some Filipino men that are battering their wife and kids. Okay, so I can't imagine myself being with someone that, will beat me if I didn't give him money, or once the kid didn't do the things that he wants us to do. Some Filipino men would beat his wife and the kids just because he wants to act like he's the alpha in the relationship. He wants to be like the superior in the family. So some of these Filipino men are taking advantage because they know that he's the superior. Okay, he's the king after all. So whatever he wants, the kids or the wife must follow him. Give you an idea or a example scenario about this is when, let's say, he wants to ask money from the wife or from the kids, but you cannot give to him anything. For the wife, if she's the only one providing for the family, is that we will prioritize what we need or what the family needs instead of prioritizing his vices like smoking, gambling, or if he's having a mistress. Then the husband is beating the wife. He would be so angry because his family are not doing what he wants. Imagine if I am with lazy, irresponsible guy and he has a lot of vices, and imagine I am working 12 hours a day. Once I go home, I need to be a mom to my kids, to do my duty as a wife to my husband. But what if my husband wanted something from me but I couldn't give? I think what I will do, guys, is I will just decide to be alone. I just want to be alone or to be with my kids rather than to be in this kind of relationship. So, some of us Filipina doesn't want to experience anymore what we feel if we were in a relationship with a Filipino guy. We are hoping that what if we could find someone, or we try to find someone that will respect us, that will love us, and that will provide for us whatever we need. Not being because, we are scammers, but I think relationship is a transaction. If you need something from us as a wife, we also need something from you as the husband. Like, if you can provide for us because you have the power to provide for your family, and we also have the power to nurture you, to take care of you, to take care of the kids. So it's like a transaction. Okay, some of you say like Filipina only wants to marry a foreigner. It's because of money. There's no other reason. It's because of money. You just, or in fact, yes, for some, so for some other Filipina, it's true. They only want to scam you. They just want to experience what is it living in the other country. But there are so many factors and reason why Filipinas doesn't want to date the Filipino men anymore. It's because of this reason. And there are so many reasons still. Okay? Some of our Filipino men are immature. Some of them are mama's boy. So they just want to rely with their parents. If we decided to have a family, then I want us to be independent and not relying to our parents or to his parents. Some of them are immature. If you try to talk to them about having goals in the future, what is his plans for the family that we are building together, they would tell you like, "Oh, so you are not contented on what we can give you." For us Filipina, just to don't have any fight or any misunderstanding to our partner, we are trying to understand their reason, understand their points as well, even if it means it's really hard for us to. We are just looking for someone that, that can respect us, that can show us the true meaning of love. And vice versa, because once the Filipina really loves you, we will give you everything as well. Set aside those scammers Filipinas. We are focused on a true and genuine Filipina that are looking for love. Once the Filipina loves you, she will do everything for you. She will accept the whole you, and if you're the type of a man that providing us everything we need, you're showing us so much affection and love, you're providing for us and for the entire family, you're being responsible on your duty, I think there won't be any reason for us Filipina to cheat on you or to leave you. So I hope you enjoy our vlog. Again, thank you so much for watching and see you in my next videos. Stay tuned guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you again. Bye-bye.